size like this, which I don't know what they are. They'll work, but then you get some of these big holes. Man, look at the size of that bull minnow. We've already got several in there. We're gonna put some more water in there, but we're fixing to go launch the kayak. So here we go. Ladies and gents, we have made it out here to Shired Island. We just launched. Wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to make it out here. I got a lot of sunscreen on my face. Again, going super thick with it, so I don't have to put it on probably later. But it's gonna be a beautiful morning out here. I'm excited for it. The only thing that doesn't have me excited is that this morning is the morning after a new moon, which typically for me doesn't translate to much success, but sometimes it does every once in a while, and you know what? It's never going to if you don't come out here. So I'm out here, we're giving it a shot. Cast netted some mud minnows, some good sized mud minnows. Bought 50 shrimp from a bait shop, Knothead Tackle. If you're over here on the West Coast, that's the place to go, man. 50 shrimp for 13 bucks, man. You cannot beat that deal. And then also found me a couple blue crabs and caught a lot of mangrove crabs, because there's a creek over here that I'm gonna try maybe later for some sheep's head. And so I gotta have some of my favorite crab bait for that. But we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna get after it. We're gonna hit some of these mouths of these creeks as it's still getting to be low tide right now. We probably got another, I don't know, hour and a half of tide going out, and then it will be low tide and we'll turn around. So we're gonna get after it. Hopefully we do good. All right, y'all, let's get it. All right, so in this video, there's gonna be quite a few voice recordings. I had to do this video with a buddy of mine's GoPro that I borrowed, and for whatever reason, the mic on his GoPro was just going berserk, and so a lot of it had just this crazy static going in it. And so just kind of give you an example, I'll show you on this first fish right here. Big one. It is a red. It looks like a look at the starfish. Look how dark he is, man. He is so pretty. I know you guys don't want to listen to that, neither do I, so it's gonna be a lot of voiceovers, but this first red was super pretty and really cool. Caught a lot of fish, and so of course, you know, we filled up the trash can. And it is a stinking catfish again, man. Can't get away. So I caught plenty of those guys out here on this mud flat that I was fishing. Only gonna show you two, but definitely filled up the trash can. Also hooked up on this ladyfish a little bit later when I went in. Almost hit me with it, but then I got back into the reds and stuff right up against the weed lines for the most part, and caught a lot of these little rat reds like this. They're all somewhere in that 13 to 16 inch range. This is probably the best one I got caught right here. Another little rat red. Hey, he's a little bit bigger. Beautiful color. On the Gulp again. Sweet. Just seems like I could never really get around to anything of much size, using a couple different baits, mainly artificials, but also using some of that live shrimp. And it just seemed like these reds were just absolutely everywhere. I did get hooked up on this one fish right here. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I don't know what it is. That's something good. Please don't be. Oh! Really hated missing that opportunity right there. Thought I had a good hook set, thought everything was good on it, and felt like a good sized red, but for whatever reason, he just spit the hook. And this is always just awesome right here. I had this got wrapped around my prop of my drive. Had to get it all entangled. It was a huge spool of line. That was probably a 50-pound test. It was just a pain. Got it out of the water though. So now we definitely get into the most exciting part of this fishing trip right here. I was out on this mud flat right here, and I was catching nothing but catfish, and I was getting further and further away from the creek that I launched out of. So I decided to head back after a while, and I just put one of those big bull minnows on a popping cork behind me and just was dragging that back through, when all of a sudden something hit that big bull minnow and it just started going berserk. So
We got some audio right here, so let's just watch. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Oh, we're hooked up on something big back here on the artificial. He just jumped out of the water. I don't know what it was. Oh my gosh, it's a big old tarpon. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, that thing is huge. Y'all, I've got 20-pound braid or 18-pound braid and 20-pound fluorocarbon out here. Oh my gosh, that is probably like a 100-pound tarpon. Holy crap. This is gonna be a miracle. I really wish this was on the Saltex. Oh. Remember, y'all, when you're fighting a tarpon and you start to feel him jump, you gotta bow to the king. You gotta point that rod at him or else he'll rip that hook right out of him.
So this battle went on for quite some time. I wound up fighting him for about an hour and 15 to 20 minutes, something like that, and he really didn't jump any more than those 2 times till the very end, which I'll show here in just a minute. But he drugged me around. He wound up, I looked at my GPS, he drugged me, I think it was 1.5 miles over an hour and 20 minutes, and I kept getting real close to him, but he would never make a full appearance, like right next to him where I could get my hands on him or something. And there were several times, like you see right here with the bobber, I was just right on top of him. I had about a 4-foot leader, and he kept turning and just running straight back at my kayak. I wound up making 2 battery changes with the GoPro during this fight. So it was just a lot going on with it and everything. So after that hour and 15-20 minute battle, it ultimately ended right here with him making one more run, one more jump, and I'll let you guys see that.
18-pound test braid right here. Whoa! And there he went.
And after that happened, I pretty much just kind of sat there for another 4 or 5 minutes and really didn't say anything, really didn't do anything, just kind of sat there as I composed myself, having fought that fish for so long, and it's just ending that abrupt. You just have to kind of just soak it in. But at the end of the day, it was fun. It is an experience, something I will learn from. At the end there, I did not bow to the king, as I said at the beginning, as soon as I hooked him. And I ultimately think that's probably what led to the hook being pulled. That, and I mean, I had a 1-0 hook, and I fought him for over an hour. And you're just not supposed to do that with that type of tackle. But it was a lot of fun. So, you know, I'm cool with the ending. Wish I could have got my hands on him. Would have been awesome. Would have been epic. But it is what it is.
All right. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. It was a tough day out there. It's a bunch of small reds, ladyfish, catfish. That's about all I had missed. I missed my shot on one. I believe it was a good sized redfish, and I set the hook and everything. I guess it just didn't take. But that's fishing, right? Would have been an epic video if I could have landed that tarpon, especially with the gear that I was using. If I'd had this guy right here, the Saltex on that Daiwa BG rod, it would have been a different story. But on that little medium action rod, it's just crazy trying to land that big of a fish. But we had a good time, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, you know, and I'll try to get out and get another video pretty soon. Got to get a new GoPro though, so we'll see when that comes in. But I appreciate you watching again, and thank you so much. Until next time, peace.